Welcome back, everybody. Easter is upon us, and traditionally for Easter dinner or Easter lunch, we've had ham over the years. And of course, baked beans. Baked beans was something that I always looked forward to when it came to Easter dinner. So today we have the Bronco XL Griddle and Smoker combo. I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious homemade baked bean recipe. It's so good. Plus we have the ham in the smoker. It's gonna be a delicious Easter feast. We live in Colorado, but I grew up out in Pennsylvania. I think there were a lot more raw, uncooked ham options out in Pennsylvania. Out here, every ham that you find in a store is going to be smoked or cooked already. But check this out. The delicious ham in the smoker. So one thing I like to do, sometimes I'll buy hams or sausages that are already cooked and I'll put them in the smoker, kind of augment that flavor, heat them up that way instead of in the oven. It's just so delicious, like the Hillshire Farms beef sausage or kielbasa. Very mild smoke flavor. Put them in the smoker for about 45 minutes or an hour. Boom, next level. A lot of ingredients for the baked beans, so let's get going. We have that brand new Blackstone XL Bronco Griddle and Smoker combo. I love it. It's amazing. It's actually sold out at Walmart several times so far. It's the real deal. And you know I've been using that thick cut Wright brand bacon for years. We use it on the griddle mortar for the bacon fried corn, and I've literally cooked up probably well over 1,000 pounds of this. Better to have a few extra strips of bacon than not enough bacon. Down with the griddle press. See that ham smoking in the background over my pork and beans. Big cast iron deep skillet today. It's like a half Dutch oven. We're using the Van Camp's pork and beans. I just strained the juice out in a strainer in the house. As many as you need to fill the container, and some really good pork chorizo. A suggestion for that would be careful where you buy it. You might want to go to a local butcher shop, or if you have a meat department in a local grocery store that makes it fresh, you can see the ingredients, go ahead and get it. If you buy the traditional kind in a tube, you're getting everything in there. I don't want to gross you out, but you know, from eyelids to hooves, it's all in there, so get something that's really good. So a couple pounds of chorizo. And the nice thing about cooking low and slow on the bacon is you can just keep flipping it like this. And you can just keep scooting that griddle press around. Remember, it is pork sausage, so we're not gonna goof around. We're gonna cook that until it's well done, and then just keep flipping that bacon. Keep the temperature low. With bacon, you just flip it early and often. My prep area is cluttered with stuff, so I think we're gonna just get rid of a few ingredients early. Ketchup, traditionally a great ingredient for baked beans. And mustard, yellow mustard. Perfect in baked beans. Molasses. Remember when I was a kid, people used to say, "You're as slow as molasses." Of course, they never said that to me because I was a pretty fast-moving kid, but you know the term, slow as molasses. Some people like to use brown sugar. Brown sugar, molasses, maple syrup, they all work. We'll just put a spoonful in there just so you remember what it looks like. Some black pepper, salt to taste, and I think it's about time to mix our chorizo again. So we're just gonna go back and forth. The bacon, and don't forget we have the ham in the smoker. We're jumping all over the place, but now we're gonna add some diced onions to taste. If you want to kick it up just a little bit, since we're doing a smoked baked bean, I've got 1 large jalapeno diced up here. And I should also add that many of these ingredients are optional. You can change things if you want to. If you're one of these folks that don't like onions, don't use onions. If you don't want jalapenos, but maybe you want a little crunch of something in there, maybe a little something green. Go with a green bell pepper. Smell is out of this world. When I go to Texas, I love to go to Texas smokehouses. It reminds me of that smell when you're walking through the barbecue pit area. You know, we've got a chorizo, we've got a ham, there's baked beans, there's bacon, so I just smell pork cooking everywhere. I think the chorizo is looking really good. I'm gonna move my little Dutch oven over here. Gonna grab that beautiful mixture. Let's check out our bacon. That's about perfect. It's gonna go inside the baked beans. Gonna chop this into some rough pieces. We wanna go with big chunks of bacon. In with the bacon. We're definitely gonna use all the bacon that I cooked. I meant to add garlic to this mixture because I love garlic, but I forgot. So, you know, garlic paste to the rescue. A little bit of garlic paste, we're gonna mix this up. The nice thing about making baked beans like this is you can actually try it before you put it in the smoker, before you put it in the oven. Give this a try. See where we're at. Needs a little more sweet, I think. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of molasses on top. And I did switch out my spoon. I'm not using my taster spoon anymore. Let's see if that made a difference. Perfect. Baked beans into the smoker. Let's close that. Temperature, a lot of flexibility there. How long do you want to wait for your beans to be done? So we'll crank that up at least 250 or so it doesn't take forever. It's been about an hour with the beans. Shortly after I set the temp at 250, I decided to crank it to 350 because I wanted them to be warm, right? Just like if you cooked them in the oven. And the ham was in there 30 minutes prior to that. Let's pull everything out, bubbling and looking absolutely delicious. Let's pull the ham, take a look at that delicious barbecued baked beans. Like I said earlier, these are for Easter, but they could also be for your 4th of July picnic, for your Memorial Day picnic. They could be for a family cookout. Oh my goodness, we gotta get in there and check out those baked beans. Let's give it a try. And you know I need to get in there and get a slice of that delicious ham. A holiday ham in the smoker and delicious baked beans, smoked baked beans. So next time you're getting ready to do a holiday ham, don't heat it up in the oven. If you can just heat it up in the smoker, why not? Adds extra flavor. And baked beans, my goodness, you can do it like I did it with the molasses and with the ketchup and with the mustard and the jalapenos, or you could mix it up a little bit. Maybe you want to do just barbecue sauce and onions. Maybe you don't want to add onions, but do it in the smoker. It's amazing. Absolutely delicious, everybody. I do appreciate you watching. I'll get the recipe for the baked beans up at blackstoneproducts.com. And make sure you're watching all the other shows on the Blackstone Network. Until next time, this is Todd. Praise the Lord and pass the smoked baked beans.